So yeah, welcome to the February 2024 results meeting. How do we do?
Good.
Yeah, 504,000. Okay, so let's give it up for ourselves. It's been a long 8 months because that's how long it has been since we hit 500,000. That was June of 2023. And it's just, a whole process that got us here. But September last year, 275, November 300, December 369, January 407, and we went almost a whole 100K more than January. So that just shows how much of a better month February was compared to January. And then what other thing that we did a good job doing last month? Life. Total, we did 15 life issued. So let's give it up for ourselves for that too. Okay. Great results there. I thought I was gonna be stressing out this month. And yeah, we just really stepped it up. So I'm really excited about this results meeting. Every results meeting is different, but this one is obviously very positive, and I'm really excited to share with you guys some of our top performers. Other things that we did, we had our voicemail over sales ratio go up a lot more. Even though it's busier, we've been picking up more calls, so it went from 79% all the way up to 86%, and I feel like that's going to continue to get better. We also had the award ceremony. Okay. That was last month too, so congratulations to all the winners. 2023 was a great year, so it was my opportunity to show you guys how great of a job you guys did. Appreciate you guys recognize the top performers, so I thought that was a real success too. And we have a couple new teammates here. Let's give it up for Janelle here. To introduce ourselves, how are you doing so far?
Pretty good so far. I feel like I'm learning a lot, so I'm thankful that I'm picking up on it really quickly too. Hopefully soon I can start studying and maybe join you guys with agent sales and still help out with CSR. So I'm excited to see what April's gonna have for me.
All right. We're just growing. Okay, we have 25 people here. We have 8 or 9 in Team CEO. So 9? Yeah, so we're growing, okay, which is difficult to do in this climate, but that's what we're doing here. That's what we always will continue to do. And then we had our second leadership book review. So that was a great one. Obstacle is the way. I want to talk a little bit about that today too, how to overcome obstacles. But yeah, if you guys haven't been in those meetings, I encourage you guys to join. I just really encourage you guys taking the time to learn from books. It has made a big difference in my life. And we have a great time getting to know each other. You guys seeing my perspective. And it's just a great way to work together as a team, like puts us together. So maybe I'm hoping eventually these book groups will get bigger. It's part of our culture, and we have different people leading them because it's probably good to have it in smaller groups like 4 or 5. So if anyone of you guys want to join, we have this month's book of the month is Atomic Habits. It's all about having healthy habits and making success like automatic. Okay, so it's a great book that has changed my life, so I recommend you guys check it out too. This month's results meeting, we're going to go over the winners, and at the end of the meeting, we're going to talk about what we are made of. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and please make sure to like and subscribe and all that, right? New license alert. Who do we have? All right, let's get up for Jackie. I don't have an award here, but why don't you just come up? Yeah. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Little hug. Okay. We don't want to ask her, but how many times? I'm just kidding.
Can you edit that?
All that matters is you got it done. Okay. It's all about persistency, not giving up, paying out of her own pocket, secretly going to tests, whatever you have to do to get it done. But yeah, let's give it up for her, for someone who didn't give up and accomplish her goal. Now, we also had the award ceremony, but a couple important awards didn't come in. So I want to just redo that whole part here. Rookie of the Year and Customer Service Rep of the Year. Let's give it up for Mari. I do have him now.
Okay.
Let's take a quick picture. Oh,
There we go.
Well, I think one of the great things about Mari's story is Jackie was, working, and she was like, oh, I want to get one of those bigger awards next year. And Mari told us that's exactly how I felt last year. She was in the front of the stage introducing herself. She just started, just like Janelle and Samantha did. And she just told us that, hey, like last year, I just made it a goal for me to win one of those major awards. So it's a great story of just visualization, setting goals, persistency, working hard for the whole year, and to come away with not only one major award, but to win 2 major awards. I think that speaks volume of setting goals and being persistent with them. So let's get it up for Muddy one more time. Let's get into the winners here. Most hours worked, okay? So this was just an incredible month. Anytime we have a great month, I feel like a lot of time it has to do with attendance. We had 14 agents or teammates over 95%, which is the most. Overall, it's 94% average, which is the highest we've ever had. I just feel like maybe this new generation, we just have more people that are just motivated, and maybe the lazy ones or the unmotivated ones aren't here because attendance is getting better. We're having so much less call-outs. We're doing a lot better job there. So 8 people over 100% too. Victoria at 101%, Espedia at 101%, Mari at 102, Alexis at 105, Enrique at 105. And that's not even the top 3. Jeanette, let's give it up for Jeanette for 107. Jackie at 108 is still not first place. That means the first place finisher did more than that. And who do we have?
America.
We have Lupe at 100. I had to check the timesheet. I mean, I'm not sure if you did it, Laura, but you check it too. But I had to check it. Like, could this be legit? But that's meaning no days off, 2 Saturdays, and every day is just staying late. Okay, so 10-hour days, 9-hour days. That's 23 hours of overtime, and maybe all that pent-up energy from having to stay home from surgery is unleashing it here. Great job. Most payments made. Wendy at 47. Samantha in her first month, 53, so that shows great activity from her. And the first place finisher for this goes to Jackie with 74, 7 months in a row. And then most phone calls, Victoria was 719. Big time numbers there. Samantha was 734, also outstanding for someone that's brand new. First place finisher goes to Jackie with 914. This is her 7 months in a row. Most phone hours. This is an insane amount of hours here. Christian was 67. Lupe was 77. That will usually win it in this category. And the first place finisher for most hours on the phone, Victoria with 87 hours on the phone. This is the second highest ever. The agency record is 89. America back in July. Yeah, it's a great story here with Victoria too. I would say that the agency is in a situation where, frankly, I hate to say it, but we can't afford any mediocrity here right now. Just because of the financial situation, and we kind of gave her a little challenge, a little reality check, and the way you respond is when you find out what they're made of. So Victoria came and over 100% attendance in 87 hours, and really stepping up is something I was really happy to see. So let's get up for Victoria again. Best month ever. How many people do we have? We have 7. Okay, which is great to see. So first person with 26K. Let's get it up for Lupe. Okay. She's making the climb here because last month she was her best month ever, from 12K to 26K. We mentioned 114% attendance, and second in phone hours was 77. Great results there. And then we have Jamie with 32K. I think her previous best, that must be wrong, but I think it's 26K, went up to 32K. And then we have somebody in this room here. We got to give it up for Alexis with 37K. You didn't know it was your best month? Really? Yeah. Oh, let's skip this part then. Okay. 4 business policies led the team there. 3 life policies, 105% attendance, 58 hours on the phone. Just an overall solid contribution, because those 4 life business policies, those are very underrated, because in Farmer's Eyes, that counts as a life policy. It goes towards our variable commission. So those are really huge too, and obviously helped out the stats too. So commercial and life is big, and that's what's really helping his numbers out there. So let's get for Alexis again. And then we have another person for the second month in a row. We have Christian with 37K. Big jump here, because every month he's having his best month, but he went from 16 to 37, so that's doubling his last month. 98% attendance, third in phone hours. you kind of already know when someone's showing signs that this person's going to be, a great producer. It takes time, it takes a few months of ramping up. We saw with everybody new here, but I just already knew that's going to happen, and I'm great to see it happening. And then we also have Genesis with 39K. So super close to 40K, 96% attendance as always, third in broker fees, going from 28K to 39K. And we keep going here, we have Jeanette with 49K. Last month was also her best month ever at 45, still going higher. I think at the beginning of the month, I said, hey, what's your goals? And she said 50K. So that's kind of crazy how what you say as your goals in the month. And that's why I asked for your guys' goals too, at the beginning of the month. And she stayed loyal to them. More on her later. And then also Espady with 64K. Big time numbers. And obviously more on her later. Customer service of the month. We have Iris with 38, Wendy with 47, and the first place finisher for most tickets completed goes to Jackie. So congratulations to Jackie. I don't have the stats here, but last month Iris won it and Jackie, so I usually have more stats here, but let's give it up for Jackie here. And for the Hustle Award, okay, this one's a tough one. There's 25 of us, so to be nominated here means you're doing something, especially this type of month. So we have Lupe with the most attendance, second in phone hours. Jackie, second in attendance, most in calls, picking up calls. And Victoria, first time being nominated, 101% attendance, first in phone hours with 87 phone hours. So this is a tough one. But I guess what I could say here is these numbers are great, but there's also other things that don't show up in the numbers. And something that requires a lot of hustle is getting licensed. So to do this while getting licensed, like we talked about, so we have to give up our 2024 Hustle Award for the 7th month in a row. Let's get it for Jackie. Congratulations.
Take picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Life Agent of the Month. So you guys have remember many past months where this went 0, but this category, it's totally different now. Iris with 1, Mari with 2, Alexis with 3. I want to give a shout out to all the marketers too. Lupe with 1, Jay with 1, Kalia with 1. She has another one this month too. Iris with 1, Mari and they split 1. Alexis generated one of his own. Sam with 1, and who had the most marketer referrals? Enrique to Enrique. Let's give it up the first place finisher for Life Agent of the Month, Enrique Martinez with 9. Oh, this is your favorite part?
Oh.
Shake hands. Shake hands.
Like it? Yeah. Oh. I should give him a hug for selling 9 life policies. Yeah. In commissions, $1,500. In marketer forms itself, $1,600. So that's $2,945 just on life insurance. Well, maybe instead of a hug, I should just jump on your back for just carrying us. But one thing about the life insurance, when it came out, the goals came out, I was like, oh man, I could just already sense my stress level getting higher and higher and higher at the end of the March. I kind of felt like that was going to come because of how much the commission cuts are going to mean to us. One of the things about teamwork is everybody steps up in different ways, and Enrique sets it up for a lot of ways, but one thing I really appreciate is just helping me with my stress level. This month, thanks to Camila's policy, thank you, Diana, we hit our 20, okay, for the whole month, for the quarter. So to not have that burden on us is a huge deal for me. So now we're able to focus on other things. We kind of continue to build on things, but the life insurance is going to be here to stay. We have just a great habit of just finishing apps, just easy apps. But now working on bigger apps, it's just something that, it's a skill that we continue to build on, and I'm really excited to be able to sell 9 life policies in 1 month. That's just an incredible number, and I'm just excited for more of these great months to come. Let's get into our top finishers for last month, premium-wise. Her 4,953 would have been Agent of the Month last month. That just tells you how much of a great month we had. So let's give it up for our third place finisher once again to Jeanette, 49K. All right, congratulations, Jeanette. So her best month ever, top 3 for the second month in a row. Again, just a great story of just kind of how our agency did, but coming from a difficult sales month, from getting 16K in November, 26K in December, 45K in January, so a big jump there, just doubling from just a couple months ago. 100% attendance, 58 hours on the phone, third in closing ratio. It's kind of funny because she went from somebody who needed a lot of help to somebody we're now learning from. Her commission was $5,694. Add that to her base, it's $8,737. She's just a true sales professional, and I just feel like sometimes you have the skill, but the mindset is not right, but sometimes you have the mindset, but you don't have the skill yet. So it's a combination of both things, and she's just great to see her putting it all together now. So one more time, let's get up for Jeanette for making that big money. Second in most sales, this is his top 6 months in a row finishing the top 3. And sometimes when we say agent of the month, it's usually the agent that made the most money, so maybe we have to change things around here. But for February 2024, let's get up for Enrique with $55,000. Side hug. So last month around this time, even though he finished in the top 3, he said he wasn't happy with the 37K. So what he did was came back and sold 55K, 9 life policy, and 2 business policy. 105% attendance, 53 hours on the phone. So the great thing about Enrique is that he's able to learn and sell every single product that we offer. Just like Laura was, just being able to understand these concept products. And his commission in life, because $2,900 definitely helps out, was $7,991 in commissions. Add that to his base, it's $11,000 and $300 that he made last month. So you just get a mix of consistency and knowledge. He's just someone that's always at his desk. Like he's at lunch or he's at his desk, and he's always on the phone. So true sales superstar. Really want to thank Enrique for his overall production in so many different ways. Let's get for Enrique one more time. All right, and then our agent of the month. So this is going to make it January and February, starting off the year, back to back. Let's get our first Spady Santos. All right, so 64K, that's the most since Laura's July of 2023, 7 months ago. 101% attendance, 54 hours on the phone, second in closing ratio, $5,108 in commission. Add that to her 3K base, and that's $8,000 she made. The great thing is that, sometimes when you reach a certain level, that's when you also find out what you're made of too, because sometimes you make a certain level and you get complacent or happy, or you celebrate too much, and you just never know until you reach a certain point how you're going to react to that. So one thing that I'm seeing here so far is that she reaches a certain level and she doesn't want to go backwards. She wants to build on that, and the fire just continues to burn and burn. And some people, that's how I am. If you get a taste of a bigger check, you kind of get addicted to that. And that is something that I see. And yeah, with Spady, 7 years ago, I talked about it last month a little bit too, but just to go a little bit deeper, I interviewed her. We felt like she's a sales superstar, super excited, but then the inconsistencies, calling out, just stuff that happens to you when you're young, or personal life, or emotional stability. There's just a lot of things happening. But I'll just tell you right now, she is such a completely different person. Perspective change, life experiences, and who she is right now is somebody I'm so proud of because I know where she came from. So I just want to congratulate her and thank you for being an inspiration of how we could all change and grow up and become, something to be really proud of, not only for us, but for herself, I'm sure. So let's get a first video one more time. Let's get into today's end of the meeting here. So I want to call this What We Are Made Of.